morning and hello from the second Fiji vlog. Today you join us from Fiji's Coral Coast, which is actually back on kind of like the main island or the mainland. I keep calling it the mainland, but it's not really the mainland because it's still an island. We checked in to a hotel last night called the Wellesley Resort, and it is beautiful. Beautiful in a different way to the resort we were just at. That was very much like island vibes, tropical Fiji vibes. This is more, well actually no, this is kind of the same. The room is bigger here. The room is really, really nice. We've got so much space.
We have aircon. Finally.
Tom is the most pleased because we've got air conditioning, and yeah, it's just a really beautiful location. It's got a huge swimming pool, which is kind of what drew me to it on booking.com, but then also it's right on the beach, and the Coral Coast is famous for being like some of the best snorkeling in the world. Downside this morning is we've woken up and it is quite cloudy, so we've decided today we're actually going to do a little trip out to a place called Pacific Harbour, which is also pretty famous here on the Coral Coast. So we're going to go and get the bus. I don't know what this will be like. Am I nervous to get the bus?
I'm a little bit apprehensive.
Is it going to be? Is it going to be sketchy? I think it'll be fine.
But it's like $5 each on the bus, or like over $100 on for a taxi.
Yeah.
Drive.
The lady at the reception was like, so it can be over 100 for the two of you to get a car, or 5 for you to take the bus. And we were like, okay, we'll take the bus. That's
Fijian dollars, and 100 Fijian dollars for reference is £35.
Yeah, it sounds a lot more than it actually is. So $5 is about £2. Yeah,
it's a good saving.
It is a good saving. Should we go?
We should.
Let's go. Welcome to Fiji Vlog Part 2. So this is like going against all travel advice 101, but we're standing here on the side of the road waiting for a bus.
No, the bus looks legit.
Coming. No, the bus looks legit, but it's not here. And to get here, we had to come up this road, but it's a dirt road, and no cars from the resort could take us. So we just got in this car with 2 other people staying at the resort who very kindly dropped us off. We'd never spoken to them before. They were from Fiji, so we were like, yep, amazing, we'll just get in your car. And then they just left us on the side of the road, and then this other lady told us where to wait for the bus, and now she's left, so we're just standing here. All because we want to go to Pacific Harbour to 1, see it, but 2, use the internet, because guys, there's no signal, like phone signal or Wi-Fi really anywhere, and I'm struggling to try to work, and I feel like even if I can just get 1 day ahead, then I don't really need to do anything until we leave here.
You know what, Janine's definitely going, oh Molly.
Yeah, it is bad. I would advise not getting in the car with strangers, not standing at the side of the road, and not just hoping for a bus that might turn up but you don't know. But also sometimes these things happen when you're travelling, and if we end up getting on this bus for like £1.90, that's alright with me. You're friendly. Always befriending the locals. A lot of people playing in the sea over this way. But yeah, I think we are going to head back up. We kind of mainly came to use the Wi-Fi, didn't we?
Yeah, and catch up on a few admin things.
It was a bit of an admin day, but
better to do it today.
Better to do it today when it's overcast, and also not a bad place to sit and do an admin day, is it? I mean, like, what? Okay, but it doesn't even do it justice, guys. The camera's not picking this up at all. But this might be one of the nicest sunsets I've ever seen in my entire life. Are you joking? The sun is huge right now. Why is the sun so big?
I was real down with no bill out on my own, all alone, left to bleed out. But I rose up from the ground, just like I was spellbound. All the odds were against me, so I picked up the pace.
If you guys could hear the audio in that clip that looked so romantic. Tom, what did you tell me? What was the first thing you said to me?
Oh, the first thing, were you constipated?
Yep, he asked me if I was constipated, but I was just smiling. And the second thing, he told me I smelled. It's been a hot day in a hot climate. Going to get a shower now, but God, look at this, guys. Literal paradise on earth. Are you bloody joking me? We just got back, right? So we got the bus, it was a whole palaver.
What was that?
I'm telling a dramatic story.
Oh, serious? With the hips, sassy hips?
No, it is serious. Anyway, we got back, you saw the sunset, right? Amazing. It was a palaver getting back though. It involved hitchhiking again.
You're really animated, I've never noticed that.
I talk with my arms, and not even just when I'm filming for YouTube, like I actually talk like this. But anyway, because it was a palaver, the hotel were meant to put transport on for us, so we called the hotel and we were like, can you stop? We called the hotel and we were like, hi, please can we get a taxi? And then they're meant to provide the taxi because the hotel is like really quite far away from the main roads. There's no real way of getting here. You can walk it, but it's 4 kilometers and there's not a path. Anyway, so then an hour passes and I'm like, hi, where's the taxi? Obviously I've called a few times in between and they're like, oh, we actually don't have a driver. So we were like, okay, we'll set off walking it. Are you filming me? Eventually this nice Australian man drives past and he's like, do you want to get in the car? And we're like, yeah. So John from Scotland, but now living in Australia, just drove us here. And then we get here and they've upgraded us to a suite to say sorry. So I'm like, okay, I was a little annoyed, but not even that annoyed because like it wasn't a huge inconvenience because we didn't have any plans. I was just kind of like, don't know what we're doing. And now we've been upgraded to a suite. So let me show you quickly. Hello, we have Tom in his sleigh bed in the middle of the room. Sleigh as in an actual sleigh bed, not sleigh as in like sleigh.
I thought you meant sleigh.
Oh, we've got different artwork in here as well. We've got the sitting area, which is lovely. 2 chairs, little cabinet. Got a desk that I've piled all of my stuff on. More artwork. And then we've got the bathroom area, which is kind of separate in this one. You can see it here. It's very nice, very Fijian inspired. Lots of these little flowers absolutely everywhere. And then you've got the bathroom itself, which is also a little bit bigger than in the other one. All's well that ends well. Okay, we're not going to talk about the no makeup, but I've slicked my hair into a bun and I've got changed for dinner. The pants are actually because last night we sat here for dinner, we got here quite late. I was eaten alive by mosquitoes. I'm deliberately not showing you my face, by the way. But yeah, my legs are like one big bite right now, like literally one big bite. Dinner is served and it looks good. I've got a veggie curry, Tom has a chicken curry, and we've got wine. Hello and good morning from Fiji, where I am starting my day with a Prosecco. Yes, I am, and that's okay. It's actually lunchtime and we've walked down to the next resort along from where we're staying, just to kind of see what's here, have some food in this resort, have some drinks, and kind of sit in their beach top bar, I think it basically is. And this is where we're currently sat, across this resort. What's the name of this resort, Tom? Crusoe's Resort? Yeah.
But it sort of reminds me of Crusty Feet because the logo is a foot.
And why is it a foot?
Like, I don't know why it's a foot.
I think it's a foot because the pool is a foot shape, which is...
I think the pool is a foot shape
because the logo. Yeah. Oh, maybe.
You great wallop.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. I see that crush and then I see the foot and I'm like, it just should be crusty.
Crusty foot. Well, it's not. It's called Crusoe's. And we've got a couple of cocktails. Tom's got his classic. Tom's also grown a full beard right now.
It's my, I was going to say Mediterranean look. We are not in the Mediterranean.
Definitely not in the Med. Pacific.
Let's go with Tom Hanks' Castaway look.
Oh, okay.
That's in Fiji.
It is.
Tough subject right now.
Yeah, basically, guys, we wanted to do an excursion to the island where they filmed Castaway. You know, the very famous, very iconic Tom Hanks movie. If you've not seen it, firstly, you shouldn't be watching these Fiji vlogs. Go and watch that film and then come back.
Anyway, the island where he's stranded is actually a Fijian island.
Not far from here.
And all the trip, well, actually before we came here, I was banging on to Molly about I really want to do a day trip there. And online, it's quite hard to find like where is running the excursions. So every blog and stuff that I read just said speak to the hotel that you're at. Brilliant. Yeah. And then we did that, and basically there's only one company currently running it, which I think is maybe like a post-COVID thing. I think before they were probably running all the time. Yeah. And typically the only 2 days we can do it, it's fully sold out. Yeah. Which is really upsetting, but you know what?
So frustrating, because usually we're either pretty lucky or we're pretty on it. Like if we know we have to book an excursion ahead, we are usually quite good at that.
But like it was, all the blogs just read like so casual. Like it was just like, yeah, book it like on the day.
And like, because we didn't understand, we thought it's better to talk to somebody. We don't want to go to the wrong island or whatever. But basically, I think what you can do is usually do like a tour of the island where the film was like actually filmed, which is so rogue to me that it was shot here in Fiji.
I didn't know it was.
I always thought it was filmed in Thailand.
I thought it was the Philippines, because there's an island that they call Castaway Island.
They do have a Castaway Island, yeah.
But no, and then I did a bit of research and it was like, oh no, the real island is actually the Madriki Island, or islands in Fiji. Yeah. So I was like, oh, when we come here, we'll have to go and do that. But it's fine. It's at the end of the day, it's an island. Yeah, it is. And we've seen a lot of islands, and we're seeing an island right now. And you know what? It's fine. So our current plan of action is relax here for a bit, spend the afternoon chilling. I think I'm gonna maybe try and finish my book, and then have dinner at the resort. Very, very casual. Just a girl and her cheese and pineapple toasty. Pineapple?
Yes, pineapple.
Pineapple does not belong in a toasty.
It does. Good morning. We are having breakfast and it is slightly better weather, still cloudy, but that is a blue sky. Got a little coffee and we've got pancakes on the way. Oh, they've turned the tunes up. Tom and I are basically the only people staying at this resort.
There's us and a family
There's
of 4.
us and one other family.
Which didn't come to dinner last night.
No,
So just
I think they'd maybe already had dinner.
Do you reckon? It's still 7, same place.
I don't know actually, yeah, true. We've got up bright and early because we're going out. Okay, hello from Suva. We spent the rest of the morning travelling on the bus to Fiji's capital city, which I'll go into in more depth after this, but currently we've just stopped in McDonald's and we never usually do this. We're not the kind of people that go abroad and try foreign Mackies really, but like I know it's a thing, some people like go to places, try them McDonald's. I don't really, like I could take or leave McDonald's at the best of times, but McDonald's in Fiji do no chicken nuggets. Chicken nuggets with no chicken in it. Vegetarian chicken nuggets. Even the UK don't have that. I'm so confused. Australia and New Zealand have a pretty terrible McDonald's veggie menu. I'm going to be honest, they just don't have one. Tell me why Fiji of all places have a veggie and vegan menu that's bigger than the UK. I'm shocked and I'm also really pleased. So I'm going to do a taste test. I've not had a McDonald's chicken nugget since I was like 19. That's insane. I'm going to break it open. Ah, they're really hot. Ah. Okay, I don't think that's chicken, do you? No? Just had to check it wasn't actually chicken, guys. Because you never know, But that looks fake to me. But they're red hot. Okay, let's taste test. I'm so excited by this actually.
No.
Not bad. They're not bad, I'm just not actually sure what it is.
Try a bite?
Yeah, go for it. Have that little bit there. It's definitely not chicken. Definitely not chicken. I'm just not too sure exactly what it is. Like, the texture's making me feel a bit weird. So we've walked to the museum, but the museum is not open today, and that was like our main thing that we were going to do here. It's just classic Tom and I, to be honest. This happens to us surprisingly very often. Where are you going? Okay, it turns out it's not closed. That sign obviously is not correct. The lady just came to let us in after Tom asked. So now we're in the museum. And the best part about it, it's air conditioned. It's air conditioned.
It's very nice.
Because it's so hot outside today, guys. It's like 30 degrees.
And it was only $5.
Only $5 to get in as well. Probably about £2, yeah. It's not bad at all. This is the first Christmas tree I've seen this year, guys, and it is a pretty big one, a pretty nice one inside the Grand Pacific Hotel, which is the big famous hotel here in Suva, and the Christmas tree is very lovely. Today looks a little different to other nights. So we have room service and a movie because it's just been raining all day, and if I'm honest, it hasn't been the most successful day of our trip to Fiji. So we've just kind of called it quits and we're having room service. But even this was a challenge. There's a story to tell here, but I will tell it after I've eaten, because right now we're watching Mockingjay and we're gonna have our curry in bed. And you know what? I think I've ordered hotel room service maybe like 3 times in my whole life, and it looks really good actually. Strap yourselves in for a story time. Basically, we are the only people staying in this hotel tonight. So there's been a couple of guests come and go, but it's very, very quiet. We thought it was just because it's the off season, but also this hotel apparently only reopened about a month ago, and they just don't really have anybody staying here because it's the off season. We were like, oh, we'll go to Suva today because there's really not much to do here if the weather's not great. Like, if the weather's good, you can go swimming in the ocean, there's a beach, there's a pool, there's sun lounges, amazing. But if it's bad weather, really you're kind of stuck here and you can't get out. As I mentioned, it's like a 4-kilometer dirt track, like a steep hill, like really steep, you can't walk it. So we said to the staff this morning, we were like, oh, we're gonna go to Suva for the afternoon and like we're gonna have dinner there, because we thought we were, and we got to Suva and there's just really nothing there. Like, we kind of showed you bits and bobs of it. I'm not gonna lie to you, didn't really like that city. There are not very many places that I'm like, oh, I wouldn't go back, but I wouldn't go back. I just think that the beautiful parts of Fiji are not its cities absolutely the same. Like, we kind of wanted to see it because like I like seeing a country for like how it authentically is and how the locals live, but I didn't enjoy being in Suva. It was also pouring down with rain. So we were like, oh, I don't really know what to do. There's nothing really to do. We'll go back to the hotel. Bear in mind, we did not know that nobody else was staying here. We told them, we were like, oh, we're not gonna need dinner tonight. Like, no worries at all. Just wanna give you a heads up. Like, the chef does not need to prepare food for us or like, you know, think about preparing food for 2 more people. We get back, we're like, we are kind of hungry. Maybe it would be nice to have dinner here. There's nobody else staying here, so they'd sent the chef home. And like I say, you can't just get in or out. We were like, don't worry about it. We will not have dinner. That is fine. We are not bothered. But the hotel staff are so lovely. They were like, no, we'll get the chef. We'll get the chef. Comes back 15 minutes later and it's like, the chef's at the top of the road, but we can't drive the car. The lady that works here can't drive. So we've got a car. Could one of you two drive it up to him? So the hotel just give us the car, and it's like this super steep hill, and Tom's driving this like manual 4x4, and the lady from the hotel obviously comes with us because she doesn't want us to just drive off in the hotel car. So we're like driving up this gravel track. It's pouring with rain, and we're like getting to the top. We're like, is the chef here? The chef gets in the back of the car, but he doesn't really speak any English. So we're like, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Like, we felt awful. It was so embarrassing.
It's our fault he wasn't even here.
It's our fault that he got the afternoon off because we told them, oh, we're going to be out for dinner. We were just trying to be
organised. We were just like, we didn't, because we knew we were like one of the only like people here. Like, we didn't want him to be here waiting for us if we weren't going to eat.
Yeah. But then we came back anyway. Oh, honestly, it was so embarrassing, guys. So then we were like, what can we do to make it easier? And they were like, oh, if you have room service. We were like, yes, we will have room service.
There wasn't even any waiting staff.
Yeah, so embarrassed. Never in my life have I been more British than when that man got in the back of the car. I was like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about this.
We just expected Suva to have more in terms of like food options.
Yeah, there's like no restaurants in Suva. I think we were just also, again, the weather and a couple of things, but I just didn't expect there to be nobody else staying here. I thought, oh, the chef will probably be there anyway. We'll just change our minds. Didn't realise we were gonna bloody bring him up and get him out of bed. That's why you just saw us eating curry with the Hunger Games in bed. But hopefully, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. We're obviously gonna tip the chef. We are gonna see him again in the morning. Oh God, I feel awful. Anyway, we're going to bed now after we finish watching Mockingjay, but I thought I'd just catch you up on the day. If you're planning a trip to Fiji, if you're watching this vlog because you're planning a trip, I'm sorry I just took a 5-minute interlude to have a chat, but the top advice would be don't visit Suva. just stay on the islands. Like, we've learned this every single place we visited. The most beautiful parts of any tropical climate country are the islands, not the mainland. There's my life advice for you. Now this is how you end a trip in Fiji, by a pool with a cocktail and french fries. Hello from Nandi, and you might be noticing I've got my eyebrows done. We have headed to our final resort that we are staying in. It is basically at the airport, but it's actually so nice. So I'm going to show you the pool as we walk past it, and I think I did film some clips earlier as well. But it's basically called Toka Toka Resort, and if you're ever looking for somewhere to stay in Nandi Airport, I really recommend this because it's actually beautiful. However, we are about to head for dinner. It is 6:30. We're going a little earlier because we do have to be up really early in the morning. I think we're going to have alarms set for like 5:15. So the whole evening's been brought forward and we're gonna go for food. Also, I'm really hungry. So our final night in Fiji, let me show you what I'm wearing. I have rewore this top. Yes, I have had it on in this vlog already, just ignore that. And then my skirt, classic. Tom, do you wanna do an outfit of the day?
I just want to say you look beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Very beautiful.
I look sort of like I'm gonna go milk the cows after this. I feel like I'm giving checked long skirt farmer's wife energy.
Well, you still look beautiful.
Thank you. I actually love the top you've got on. Tom has this such nice top on from...
Ooh.
Henrik Brothers, is it called?
Is that the, whatever the male version of Glassons?
Glassons, yeah.
It was literally £13.
£13. Rotate, let's see the back. Very nice. But yeah, we're gonna go. Oh, I mentioned I got my eyebrows done. They have a spa here, so we went to the spa and I just didn't really fancy a massage. So I thought, you know what, I'm gonna get my brows done, which was such a gamble because I never trust anybody with my eyebrows that's not Benefit, because I've just always gone to Benefit. But they're not bad, they're pretty skinny, but they're not bad. Somebody's moving furniture, so we're gonna go. Okay, but dinner looks really good. The pizza looks really good, and I am starving. Tom's already took it in. Off he goes. Whoa, you're using a knife and fork? It's very hot, yeah.